Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 19 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. Problem number 2348, number of zero-filled subarrays. Let's read the problem statement. Given an integer array nums, we have to return the number of subarrays filled with 0. A subarray is a contiguous non-empty sequence of elements within an array, right? So a very easy problem statement. So here if you see example number 1, nums is like this: 1 3, then 2 zeros, then 2, then again 2 zeros, then 4, right? So here output is 6. Why? Because I want to create the subarray. So my subarray can have this single zero, one of my subarray can have this single zero, one of my subarray can have this single zero, one of my subarray can have this single zero, or maybe one of my subarray has 2 zeros, or maybe one of my subarray has these 2 zeros, right? So in total 6, right? So there are 4 occurrences of this as a subarray, and there are 2 occurrences of 0 0 as a subarray, and we need what? We need contiguous only, right? Contiguous non-empty. There is no occurrence of a subarray with a size more than 2 filled with 0 only, right? So therefore we return 6, right? So these are the constant size: nums dot length from 1 to 10 to 5, and nums of I value from minus 10 to the power 9 to 10 to the power 9, right? So I will solve this problem using 2 approaches, and both the approaches are very similar. So first, if you have this as 0, so tell me how many subarrays you can form of this one. Only one, right? If you have 2, so how many you can form? You can form here 3, right? This one, or both, right? 3, right? And here if you have 3 zeros, then how many subarrays you can form? 3 consecutive zeros. So then you can form 1 2 the 3, and then this 4, this 5, and total 6, right? Total 6 you can form, right? Let's say you have these 3 zeros, and I want you to calculate the number of subarrays which are filled with zeros only, right? So initially, let's say you are here, right? Ending at this 0, how many subarrays you can form? Only one, right? Ending at this 0, how many subarrays you can form, right? So let's say your L pointer here and R pointer here. So now only one you can form, right? Ending at this 0. So I can say R minus L plus 1, right? Sliding window approach. So this is nothing but 1 only. Let's give the indexing as well. So 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, right? Now here 1, right? Until here 1. So let me write it like this: until here only 1, right? And then 2 zeros. So for 2 zeros, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my R forward. So now my R reaches here. So until here, how many you can form? So again apply this formula: R, my ending at this 0, how many subarrays you can form? Ending at this 0, ending at this 0, how many subarrays you can form? So one is this 0 itself, and one is previous 0 and this 0. So only 2, right? And we can easily calculate this 2 value by this formula: R minus L plus 1. So R is at 1 index, L is at 0 index, and plus 1. 1 minus 0 plus 1, that is nothing but 2. So for this part we are getting 2, right? And now here if I move R forward again, right? So my R here. So now ending at this 0, ending at this brown color 0, how many subarrays I can form? So one is single 0, then one previous 0, right? We need contiguous as well, and one is all previous 2 zeros, right? So this much. So I can say this is nothing but 2 minus 0 plus 1, that is nothing but 3, right? Okay, so now if I want the answer for this complete, so that is nothing but 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is nothing but 6, and that is why here we are getting 6, right? So this is what we need to do: sliding window approach. So here 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, right? And here also I have explained one by one in a single loop. I'm running with just single loop, and we are able to calculate. So I will just do the addition: ending at this 0 1, ending at this 0 2, ending at this 0 3. So in total 6 for this part. So this is what I'm going to do here. So let's do the dry run on this example. Let's say your L here and right here. Now this number itself is not 0. So what you are going to do, you are going to continue, right? So your L moves to this position, then this. Okay, now if you see this number is 0, so what you are going to do, you are going to place your R here, right? So now at this time R minus L plus 1, that is nothing but 1, right? So if you just give the indexing here: 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So apply the formula: R minus L plus 1, that is 1. So now since we have 0, right? So now continue moving R. Now move R. Now again R minus L, 3 minus 2 plus 1, that is nothing but what we are getting? We are getting 2, right? Here, right? So here I'm going to add 2. Then again we have 0, right? Again I'm going to move my R to the next position. So here now my R reaches here. So again here here if you see, current number is not 0, right? So I have to stop. So what I'm going to do next time, my L is going to make a jump to this position. This number is not 0, then my L is going to make a jump here, right? So this is done. So now if my L reaches here now, so I have to make sure that my R is also starting from here. And once this is done, then again here I will get 1, right? 5 minus 5 plus 1, 1, right? Ending at this 0, starting from L, how many subarrays I can form? Again 2, right? And now after this, when my arm is going to move here, I see that this number is not equal to 0, right? So I don't need to do anything here. Then again my L is going to move to this position, and then L going out of count, right? So in the end, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4, and 4 plus 2 6. 6 is our output, right? So this is one way to solve this problem. So let's write the code with this approach, sliding window. Then I will show you one shortcut to solve this problem. So let's solve this problem using sliding window first. So here what you need to do, long count and set it to 0, and then just calculate the length of your nums array. So here I'm writing nums dot, and here you have to write length, and then here take one pointer right, and here for int left is equal to 0. I will just iterate over all the numbers. Left is less than n, and here left plus plus. So if my nums of left value, right, if this value is not equal to 0, then simply continue. Then we don't need to do anything here, right? I'm simply continuing. But if it is not equal to 0, then my right is going to start from this left. I'm setting my right to left. Now I have to expand the 0 run. So here I'm just going to run one while loop, while, and here I will write while my right is less than n, this condition, and nums of right value, right, this value, if it is equal to 0, then in that case I will expand the window, right? But side by side I have to do the counting as well. So count is nothing but count is equal to right minus left plus 1, right? And here right plus plus. Okay, this is done. Now next time, once this is done, so I will get some count value. Next time my left is going to start from right minus 1, because here in the loop also I'm incrementing my left one time, right? So here I will just write right minus 1, skip ahead, since we have already processed this run. And in the end you have to simply return count. That's it. So this is approach 1, and for this approach the time complexity is going to be of n only. So let's run the code. So see, we are able to pass all the test cases here, and let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? So now let me show you one more approach, and that is very simple also. So here, if you notice, this is 1, okay, for single 0, and this is 2 for these 2 zeros, and then this 3 is for these 3 zeros. We have to just add all these, right? Instead of doing r minus l plus 1, I can do one thing right here. See, this I'm going to count the streak of this one. So this 0 is appearing for very first time, so I will say my streak is equal to 1. Streak is equal to 1, right? Then after that, in my count I'm going to add this streak value. So streak is count is equal to count plus streak. So previous count is 0, so in count I will add streak. Then next time again 0 is there, continues. So my streak value is 2, and now in this count I will add this 2, right? And then again I move forward, and then I see again we have 0. My streak is going to become 3, and in the count I will add this 3, right? So here see, in this part I am getting what? I'm getting 6 only, right? And then I reach here, number is not equal to 0. I will reset my streak to 0. Okay, I will reset it to 0. Then again I reach here, so I'm counting this 0 for very first time, so my streak is going to be incremented. I may make it 1, and in the count I will add the streak value. Done. And then after that I reach here, again 0, so my streak is going to become 2, and I'm going to add this 2 here in my count. So 6 7 8 9, so I'm returning 9, right? So this 9 is the output for this example. That's it. Simple, we have to calculate streak. So now let's make this code a little bit short, but for this one also the time complexity is going to be of n only, right? So let me just reset it. All right, and here again long count is equal to 0, and here long streak is equal to 0. We have to try continuous zeros. All right, and here we can use simple for each loop, int num in my nums, and here if the num value, if it is equal to 0, then in that case you have to just do streak plus plus, and here in the count you have to do count is equal to count plus streak. That's it. And here in the else part you have to reset your streak, right, if number is not equal to 0. So streak is equal to 0, and in the end just return count. That's it. Now let's run the code and see if we are able to pass all the test cases or not. So see, we are able to pass all the test cases. Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? And for this one also time complexity is of n, since we are iterating over all the elements in nums. So I hope that you guys are able to understand this problem, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in the comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.